Welcome back to Kurt's Home Living. Thanksgiving 2021. I dried out these herbs just for this purpose.
And here it goes. Homemade poultry season, made out of my garden dried sage, rosemary from the garden, dried thyme, store-bought celery seed, and marjoram leaves.
Celery, onion, green pepper, garlic, Mad Hatter pepper, cornbread thyme, flour, cornmeal, sugar, salt, baking powder, baking soda. Mix well. Now for the wet ingredients. Eggs, whole milk, a mixture of bacon fat, butter, and vegetable oil. Make a well in the dry mixture and add the wet mixture. Next, we're going to add the homemade poultry season. Garlic powder and onion powder. Black pepper and mix. Next, we're going to saute our vegetables, the celery, the onions, the garlic, the peppers. Now we're going to add a portion of the sauteed vegetables to the cornbread mix and stir. I heated up a cast iron skillet, poured the mixture into it, and baked on 375 for approximately 30 minutes. Now it's time to make the broth. I'm using the turkey parts, the neck, the giblets, the gizzards, and the liver. I'm going to add to it some chicken base, some of the sauteed vegetables, celery, garlic, and I chopped up some onions and added that. Cornbread is done. Already infused with the flavors of stuffing. Look at that. I'm now going to start my brine for the turkey. I have regular water in here. I'm going to add some brown sugar, some kosher salt, some thyme and rosemary from the garden, garlic, whole allspice / pimento seed, juniper berry, bay leaves, a couple squirts of soy sauce, onion, green peppers, stir. I sat the brining liquid outside to let it cool faster before I put the turkey in. Once cool, I put the turkey in the brining solution and sat it outside overnight with the lid on for 18 hours. I let the broth cook down for over an hour, probably more like an hour and a half. Stirred it up a little bit and it's ready. I broke up the cornbread into a bowl, poured the rest of the sauteed vegetables in it, and poured the broth in. I added some more poultry season, salt and pepper to taste. Put down a little bit of broth in my baking dish to keep the stuffing moist on the bottom. Now fill the pan up with the stuffing mixture.
Here it goes. Ready to go in the oven.
I baked it approximately 45 minutes.
Okay, I'm up here in my northwest garden. Ready to pick some of these greens for Thanksgiving. I got cabbage collards and collards up here I'm gonna pick. Let's get to picking.
Okay, I think I got enough. I also have some kale I'm gonna mix with it.
Okay, I got my greens getting ready to go down. I have 50% chicken broth in here and 50% turkey broth from the butt, the neck, and the gizzard and liver. I'm ready to throw my greens in.
I had some smoked pork tails cooking in the pressure cooker that I also added to the greens. And here goes the greens, just a looking good. Now it's time to start on the ham. I'm going to make my own rub.
In my hand, I have star anise, my fresh ground ginger, ground cloves. I'd rather have whole cloves, but I don't have any. So ground cloves and allspice berries, pimento seeds. I'm gonna grind these up. This will be the rub for my ham.
As you can see, I already scored the ham the traditional way. Now I'm going to take this rub and rub it all into those slits, all over the ham. I dressed the ham with pineapples and cherries and baked it for about 2 hours, basting it every 30 minutes. The basting liquid consists of pineapple juice and grapefruit juice. So I added some basting liquid to a pan. Then I added some of my homemade ground ginger, some ground cloves, ground cinnamon, light brown sugar.
All right, I got the ham out. Put my special glaze on it. Didn't have any toothpicks, but did the liver greens with the pineapples.
Nothing fancy, just a delicious ham, sliced and drizzled with some of the drippings.
Just took the turkey out of a 24-hour or 18-hour brine.
I seasoned the turkey with salt, pepper, paprika, and garlic powder.
I got the pan drippings from out of the turkey. Check on that. Still left some in there. I'm going to add my slurry for my gravy. You really should be stirring this while you're pouring it in, but I'm going to use it on the hand. No seasonings or anything, just the pan drippings. It's usually all you need. I'm going to add some more pan drippings to this.
Turkey's out. 4 hours and 15 minutes, basting every 30 minutes. Looking good, if I must say so myself. I rubbed a little butter on it at the end. Can't complain here. 24-pound turkey cooked to perfection. I just stuffed it with thyme, herbs, onions, things like that. I sliced the white meat towards the bottom and kept the legs and wings intact. I poured the rest of the pan drippings all over the meat, all over the turkey so it'll stay nice and moist. Waiting for serving.
I'm gonna start my mac and cheese. I have about a half a stick of butter in here, 2 tablespoons of flour, and so far a little less than a half a gallon of milk. This is how I start. Sometimes this is how I start my mac and cheese. First cheese I add in my mac and cheese is American cheese, so I can get the creaminess going. Next I'm gonna add some cream cheese. Next I'm gonna slowly add my sharp cheddar and my Colby cheese. And I also have some Colby Jack. A little bit at a time. After I got my sharp cheddar, my Colby, and my Colby Jack in, now I'm going to put a little bit of shredded mozzarella in here for the gooiness. Now it's time to put the noodles in the pan, in the baking dish. I'm using small shells this time. Okay, all the cheese is melted. Now it's time to pour it over the noodles. This is the consistency that I want. You almost want your pasta swimming in your milk and your cheese mixture.
And here it goes, nice and creamy shells and cheese. I also have some yams made, some chitterlings, and the missus made this delicious homemade lemon pound cake, drizzled with icing and sugared lemon peel. Some homemade rolls.
About to make these Cajun deviled eggs with shrimp. I'm just sear these shrimp off. I have some oil, Old Bay, paprika, and lemon pepper on these, no salt. Sear them off real quick. Add a little butter on the flip. Press. Press down a little. 1:30 on each side. Okay, I have my eggs mashed up. I add a little bit of salt, onion flakes, pressed out garlic, pepper. Now I'm gonna add some mustard, some mayonnaise. I'm gonna chop up some sweet piccalilli, and I have some sweet Bavarian mustard, and a spoonful of sour cream. Okay, I mixed all that stuff up in there, and I added a tablespoon of relish. It wasn't sweet enough for me. I minced up my shrimp. Now I'm gonna add my shrimp in.
And Cajun seasoning.
And here they go. Shrimp, Cajun shrimp deviled eggs. Shrimp mixed in the egg mixture, the yolk mixture, and shrimp on top of some of them. And Cajun smoked sausage. It's a little appetizer for the holiday.
They ain't no longer about. My name came up a lot, it sounds more when I was not around. Certain people that I know, they ain't no longer about.
The missus made her special cranberry sauce, and my daughter bought her homemade mashed potatoes. Here it goes. Traditional, delicious Thanksgiving dinner. with all the trimmings. Thanks for watching. Enjoy. This was delicious. And thanks for watching K-HomLiv.